Now, he was dubbed the Chinese Donald Trump, but now billionaire tycoon Ren Zhiqiang is starting a lengthy 18-year jail sentence. He was charged with bribery and embezzlement, but he was also a vocal critic of President Xi Jinping. He disappeared from the public eye in March after criticizing China's response to coronavirus, where he implied President Xi was a clown. Well, Kerry Allen, our BBC China analyst, joins me now. She's been observing Ren's actions for the past 6 years. Kerry, he was very much an insider who's now been turned into an outsider and he's lingering in a prison somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't seen any pictures of him appearing in court today, anything like this. He could potentially be dead. We have no way of knowing. He's been outside of the public eye now for months. But yeah, if you'd have asked me back in 2014, who was Ren Zhiqiang? He was a really powerful figure online. He had a lot of influence. He had tens of millions of social media followers, and he really challenged the status quo. He was very outspoken. He sometimes made barbed comments about the Communist Party, and they really struggled to rein him in.
So how credible are these particular charges against him? Because we've seen what's happened to others who have come out and spoken against President Xi.
Well, it was clear that the state wanted to keep him on a tight leash around 2016 because he had just constantly been creating controversies online. And in 2016, his social media accounts were taken offline. But yeah, in relation to corruption, it's very difficult to tell in China because he was a billionaire. He was a huge business tycoon, and money does exchange hands at a kind of social level, running into a corrupt level. So we're not entirely sure, but what we do know is that for a long period of time, the government was very unsettled with the growing voice that he had online and the fact that he had this momentum behind him of dissent.
Clearly, because as you say, he was coming across as quite fearless as well, that they struggled to rein him in. He sort of felt quite untouchable.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I saw so many times where he was just challenging the status quo, challenging the government again and again and again. And even today, now that this sentencing has come out, there's still clear sensitivity on social media. I mean, if I search on Sina Weibo, which is the equivalent of Facebook or Twitter, his name, there's clear censorship. There's thousands of comments under media posts, but you can't view any of them, which is normally in line with the censorship. So the government's removing these so people can't see them.
Kerry, thanks so much for joining us. That was Kerry Allen from BBC Monitoring.